Did Diddy just ask Donald Trump for a presidential pardon? Eyes. And guess what? He might actually get moved to a luxury prison in New Jersey instead of staying behind bars in Brooklyn. Let's break this down. So here's what's going on. Sean Diddy Combs, the hip-hop mogul and Bad Boy Records founder, was recently sentenced to 50 months in prison, hit with a $500,000 fine, and given 5 years of supervised release. The charges? He was found guilty on 2 counts of transporting individuals across state lines for prostitution, though he was acquitted of the far heavier sex trafficking and racketeering charges earlier this year. Since his sentencing, Diddy's lawyers have been working overtime. On October 6, defense attorney Tenny Garagos sent a formal request to Judge Arun Subramanian, asking that Diddy be transferred from the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn to a low-security prison called FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey. Why that specific prison? Because Fort Dix has drug rehabilitation programs, educational opportunities, and it's much closer to his family. Plus, let's be honest, the conditions are a huge step up from Brooklyn's overcrowded and dangerous facility. According to reports, Diddy's defense team claimed he's been living in rough conditions, sharing a cell with more than a dozen inmates and even facing a recent attempted stabbing due to his high profile and wealth. They also mentioned that he's been trying to help other inmates by teaching classes on personal growth and entrepreneurship while locked up. But that's not all, there's another twist. At a press conference on October 6, former President Donald Trump confirmed that Diddy personally asked him for a pardon. Trump said, "A lot of people have asked me for pardons. I call him Puff Daddy, he has asked me for a pardon." Now, this isn't coming out of nowhere. Back in July, Deadline reported that Trump had been seriously considering a pardon for his old friend. Later, after some political backlash, Trump stepped back a bit, saying Diddy was half innocent, but he never completely ruled it out. As of now, insiders say the conversation is still ongoing, not dead, not confirmed, just hanging in the balance. If Trump does decide to pardon Diddy, it would be one of the most shocking and controversial moves in recent US history. But even if the pardon doesn't happen, Diddy's team is betting big on this transfer request to Fort Dix, hoping he can finish his time in a safer, more rehabilitative environment. So what does this mean for regular people? Well, first off, presidential pardons are incredibly rare, especially for new convictions and cases involving sexual misconduct. So even though Trump said he'd think about it, it's still a political hot potato.